Good catch, Danny. That's the boy. That's what we call a grounder. Now get ready for a high one. Fine weather we're having, Sheriff. It's a great pity to have to stay indoors.
Especially with the windows closed.
That's bad.
Yes, the game is called baseball. It was invented by Alexander Cartwright and Colonel Doubleday.
And maybe I should hold them responsible for breaking my windows.
I'll pay for it, Mr. Garrett.
You'll do no such thing. It was entirely my fault. I'll replace the glass. I'll have to live with my conscience, too.
Won't be necessary, Padre. I've been trying to get it open all summer. I understand you have a wedding scheduled for this afternoon.
Yes, 1 o'clock. Maria and Felipe. Dominus vobiscum, I'm already 3 minutes late for the Angelus. Will I see you at the wedding, Sheriff?
I wouldn't miss it for anything, Padre.
Come on, Danny, you can help ring the bells.
Danny!
Who are you? What do you want?
Be good, Padre, and you won't get hurt. We're taking a little trip. Get over here, kid.
Yes, sir, Felipe. Marriage is a grand institution. Next comes banking, of course. My, this is a pretty girl you have here. Morning, Sheriff.
Morning, Target.
Big day for him, huh?
Yes,
Still time to change your mind, Felipe. Maria here ain't got a brand on you yet.
Oh, you're a lucky hombre. What do you say, Patrick?
Billy?
Well, you got to hand it to Padre. Ever since he came to Lincoln, there's been a lot more weddings and funerals.
Billy, have you seen him around anywhere?
No, I ain't, but you know the Padre. He's probably down the road somewhere visiting somebody down with a pip. He'll be here in a minute.
It's not like him to be late for anything.
Mr. Garrett!
Danny, what happened?
He said to give you this. He said he killed the Padre.
What are you talking about, Danny? Who said he'd kill a Padre?
Here you go, Danny. Drink this. You say he had 2 horses.
Yeah. Where he left the wagon, about a mile out of town. Told me to start walking back, and said if I gave that note to anyone but you, he'd kill the Padre.
We're wasting valuable time here, Patrick.
Danny, had you ever seen this man before?
No.
Look, while you're talking, I'm going to round up some men.
A few people know he's been kidnapped at better.
Yeah, what are you going to tell him over here at the church?
You're going to tell him. Tell him the Padre's been called out of town suddenly. No sense of breaking the news until I find out how bad it is.
You're planning on going alone?
That's what the instructions say. I got to follow them.
Did it ever occur to you this could be a trap, Patrick? Maybe it's you he's after.
Well, if he is, he's going to find me.
Not alone.
Billy, do I have to lock you up to keep you out of this?
Sheriff, drop it on the ground. Now, you just sit still.
Where's the Padre?
He's safe. A little mussed up, but alive.
First churchman I ever saw with guts enough to jump a man with a gun.
Which proves you've never met many men of the cloth. What are you after?
Money. I want lots of money. $50,000.
$50,000? Nobody in Lincoln's got that kind of money.
There's more than that in your bank. And if all the Padre's friends get together...
Why the Padre?
Because he's got more friends in Lincoln than anybody else.
Friends who'll hunt you down if anything happens to him.
I ain't worried. Now, you get that money this afternoon. And you be back with it before 5 o'clock right here. And don't get any ideas, Garrett. Anything happens to me, and only the buzzards will find where I got the Padre.
I'll be back.
Sure you will, Garrett.
Drew your teeth, Patrick.
He's a dangerous rattler and harder to reason with. He'll kill the Padre if I don't bring $50,000 to Stone Canyon by 5 o'clock.
Loco.
That's the trouble. I'm afraid he is. Take it easy, Billy.
Padre's a friend of mine.
Mine, too, but this is a problem for the whole town. I've called a meeting in the bank in half an hour. Get everybody there.
Do you think you really killed the Padre?
Now, there hasn't been time to get word to everyone, but time is running out for the Padre. It's a case of his life against your money. Now, I'll give it to you straight. I don't know for sure that the Padre is still alive. I can't guarantee that by paying the ransom, we'll get him back. And I cannot promise to recover your money if the ransom is paid.
Mr. Garrett, saved up $11 delivering groceries.
Thank you, Denny.
Folks, I wish raising the ransom money was as simple as all that.
What's the matter? Ain't the bank got 50,000?
Of course it has, but I just can't turn it over.
Why not? Everybody here is willing.
It's not as simple as all that. There are laws governing banking. You understand my position, don't you, Mr. Garrett?
Yeah.
Most of our big depositors live out of town. Now, if they agreed...
Mr. Harkins, will you keep the bank open if we can round up the rest of them?
Well, certainly I will.
Good. Billy, you get Tundle. Some of the rest of you ride out to Blackhorn, Harvey, and Travis. Come on, Denny.
You're gonna run out of time, Patrick.
Billy, there isn't any other way.
Mr. Harkins? Yeah, Billy, you want something?
Yeah, I just thought of another way.
Yeah, what's that?
I want that 50,000 now.
forgot. You better go tell the sheriff that Mr. Hawkins got himself locked in his own bank.
All right. Take it easy. Hold it.
Sir Garrett.
Hawkins, what happened?
It was Billy. He stole the money. He's gone after the Padre. Gun. Hurry up! Drop it.
What happened to Garrett?
Couldn't make it. I brought the money.
Just throw it down on the ground and clear out.
Where's the Padre?
I'll turn him loose. Now drop the money.
Not until I see the Padre.
You're in no position to bargain. You do like I said. You've got just 1 second.
You kill me, you'll never see that money.
Step down. All right, back up. Where's the money?
Safe from any tricks. Show me the Padre and you'll get it.
How do I even know you got the money?
There's the rappers that came in.
Padre ain't been hurt yet. But that's no sign he won't be.
And you're gonna make me believe you ain't already killed him.
Grab your hands and back your neck. Turn around. All right, get moving. I'll tell you where to go. Billy!
What are you doing here?
He hurt you, Padre.
My own fault. I'm not as fast on my feet as I used to be. Why did you come?
Well, some of your friends got up a little collection to bring you back, Padre. I made sure it got here.
Alone?
Well, I figured I'd make as good a messenger as anybody else.
How much?
$50,000.
Fifth? I don't know what to say. To think they thought that much of Bill, it was a mistake to come here. He'll never let us go.
Well, maybe he won't have any choice in the matter, Padre. Pat Garrett and half the men in Lincoln are going to be after him.
I'll take my chances. All right, you've seen him. Now, where's the money?
You turn the Padre here loose, and I'll take you to the money.
Uh-huh. Now, I'm through fooling with you. You come up with that money, you're going to take him back to Lincoln dead.
Yeah, well, I guess I ain't got no choice in the matter.
No, Billy, I can't let you kill for me.
I ought to kill you for that. Sure you ain't fooling about the Padre. Don't. You stay right there. The second barrel will be for you. Go ahead, Padre. Pray for yourself. You need it.
I was praying for you.
Praying for me? Don't lie to me, Padre.
I was not lying.
You can kiss that 50,000 goodbye now. You turn the Padre and me loose now. You still have time.
Shut up! Get over by the Padre. You get the chain off. Padre's my ticket out of here. You tell that posse to stay back in plain sight. They try to stop me, I'll blow his head off. Come on, Padre.
Get up.
Come on. Padre.
You're killing me if you ride closer.
I can't let him get away.
Well, what else are we going to do? Let him kill the Padre.
What'd you do with the money?
I tried a trick. Didn't work.
We can talk about that later.
Once he gets over that ridge, you probably kill the Padre anyway. That's rough country over there. Plenty of places for him to hide out where we'll never find him. I say we rush him now.
No, not while there's a chance to save the Padre.
What chance is there?
Better than 1,000 yards from here, Patrick.
Well, that's impossible, Garrett. You'll never be able to hit him from this distance. We're wasting time. I say let's go after him.
You're going to have to kill him with the first shot, Patrick. There ain't going to be time for another.
Wind's from the west, right, Billy?
Yeah. Real gentle. Don't miss, Patrick. Whatever you do, boy, don't miss.
He's using the Padre for cover. I've got to wait for a clear shot at him.
Chance like this in 100 years, Patrick.
Come on, Billy, where is it?
Well, now let me see if I can recollect where,
You'll have plenty of time to recollect in jail. Now dig up that money.
you're in that badge of yours, Patrick. You're going to be the death of me yet, boy.
I hope not, Billy.
It's, right under the rock, right there. And I'll just ride along the Lincoln with you to make sure you don't weaken on the way. Maria, you got back here safe and sound.
Maria.
Well, I heard when you didn't show up for the wedding last week, Felipe got cold feet. She had to start all over again, talking him into getting hitched.
Perhaps that's what we should find for Billy. A nice, persuasive girl to settle him down.
It's a good idea, Padre. You find the girl, I'll even volunteer to be best man.
Yeah, well, thank you anyway, Patrick, but I think married and buried sound too much alike for me.
Padre, you work on him. I've got business waiting for me at the office. Listen to him, Billy. He might find a way to keep you out of trouble.
Marriage will do that, Billy.
Yeah, well, you gotta find the right gal first, Padre.
I see you with a lot of girls. There is Sarah, Rosita, Ellen, Margarita, Samantha, Rita.
Yeah, well, I reckon the trouble is I just can't pick between them.
Padre! You said you'd show me more about baseball today.
Well, first, I've got to change. Perhaps Billy will help you until I'm ready.
No, I don't know anything about, what you call it?
Baseball. Then perhaps you should learn. Maybe that'll keep you out of trouble. Here. You hold the bat like this. That's right.
And then what do you do with it?
You hit at the ball. Go over there. Denny, come here. Now, throw him the ball. Wonderful! I don't think he'd strike a man of the cloth, but if I were you too, I'd run like everything.
save your money and don't hold
You'll need something stronger than milk, Jason, when I tell you Fat Garrett's on his way to Silver Creek.
Why should I? I've been expecting him.
Well, I could send a couple of boys, just to see he never gets here.
I'll send them myself, if I think it's necessary.
And it will be, believe me, I know Garrett. He's vaccinated with a law badge, and it took.
A little law and order never hurt any town.
Never did us any good, either.
All my life I wanted to set up like Silver Creek. A whole town that belongs to me. Now I've got it. I ride my own way. Nobody's gonna stop me.
Garrett's gonna try.
If he does, I'll pin his badge to his grave marker. Now shut up. I want to listen to Sal.
And don't hoard your gold. Do like I tell you, be brave and be bold. We can be lots more than friends. So don't save your money, oh don't save your money. Just spend all your money on me.
That's enough of the games, Billy. I heard you riding up at least a mile away.
Well, it ain't no fun. You can't count on surprises in this fella, Patrick.
Times like these, a man's got to look out for himself.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Dundle send you up Silver Creek way with a herd?
No, Tunnel heard there's some kind of fancy piano up for sale down here in Silver Creek. Sent me down here to buy it for him.
In such a hurry, you're riding at night to get there?
No, I already been there. And I heard you were due there on your rounds of the county, so I decided to ride out here to meet you. What are you sleeping out here for when you're so close into town?
Well, did you ever try to get a night's sleep in one of those rock-hard cells at the Silver Creek jailhouse?
Oh, what do you... Listen, I ain't been in every jail in this county.
But you're working on it, huh?
Oh, is that a fine thing to say to me, boy, after I ride all the way out here just to do you a favor?
The only thing that would draw you away from a poker game at Sal's joint would be some kind of trouble you're fixing to mix into.
That's the unkindest thing you ever said to me. Even if it does happen to be true.
I'm listening.
Yeah, well, I figured you would be. Seems like there's a gent named Jason Cleary runs the town now.
So I've heard.
Yeah, maybe you ain't heard the way he runs it, Patrick. He owns every saloon in Silver Creek except one. He lets Sal operate that because he's after her along with it.
And you found out that Jason Cleary knows I'm making my rounds of the county, and you just figured it might be great fun to ride in with me and see what happens.
Well, yeah, something like that, maybe.
I've got a job open as a deputy. 40 a month. If you promise to keep the job for at least a year.
Oh, I got a job, boy. Thank you.
Try minding it. Billy, if you meddle in my business while I'm in Silver Creek, I promise you'll spend at least 6 months there working out your sentence.
Well, doggone it, Patrick. You're trying to do a favor for a friend like you. You talk about throwing me in your jug.
I don't need any favors.
Jason Cleary said that he was going to pin your badge on your grave marker.
All right, Billy. Thanks for the warning.
You still don't want my help?
Time comes I need it, I'll ask for it. Now, you just go along and buy your piano for Mr. Tundle. Let me get some sleep.
I'll see you around, Patrick.
Quite unsafe for a decent woman to walk down the street of this town. Our fair community is fast becoming as Sodom and Gomorrah. And the time has come for us to make a stand against this wave of iniquity that threatens to engulf our fair city.
Excuse me, ma'am, if you got a minute,
When I finish my speech, young man. It is time, as I said, that we took a stand. If the men folk of Silver Creek won't do something about this nightly parade of sin and violence on our streets, then it's time the women folk did.
Been talking for almost 15 minutes
I
now.
say that we women
Oh, she ain't hardly wound up
You're
yet.
the right to
Wait till
vote,
she starts talking
so that
about
we
the
may
saloons
elect
and the
officials
dancing
who
girls.
clean up the Mexican front.
Hardly wait.
There is just one school and only one church in Silver Creek, but there are more than a dozen saloons filled with painted hussies kicking up their heels.
You don't seem like your husband would stopped all their carrying on like that.
I say,
I'm her
if we
husband.
do not fight now, this spectacle will set the example for our children and
sorry,
destroy
honey.
the moral.
You're sorry.
Cherry tree, sing sweet
Then the time is at
and sing merrily. Their song says, yea, verily, you found true love. But skies may cloud up drearily. Pat.
Been a long time, Sal.
Well, not long enough, judging by that kiss. Time was when I'd be fighting to get away from you by now.
Oh, well, now, I cannot remember you fighting.
That's more like it. I heard you changed.
Well, let's just say I decided to hang on to a job for a while.
All right. Just the same, it's not the kind of a job I thought you'd end up with. We can't talk here. Let's go back to my apartment. We have a lot of years to remember.
Birds in the old cherry tree sing sweet and sing merrily. Their song says, yea, verily, you found true love.
Joe, will you bring back a bottle of my private stock, please? And I can remember when I had a bottle with your name on it.
Yeah, you broke it. Aiming at my head.
That will teach you not to walk out on a lady. Thank you.
You have him well trained.
Which is more than I could ever say for you. It's good to see you, Pat. Of course, you didn't ride all the way from Lincoln just to see me.
Well, I could say that was what brought me here.
Yes, you could say that, but it would be a lie. I know. Jason Cleary and his gang of hoodlums.
Yeah.
Here's to yesterday, Pat.
I'd rather drink to today.
That badge you're wearing has 5 points, and every one of them can scratch. I'd rather remember when it wasn't between us.
I could take it off.
Yes, you could. But you couldn't take off everything it stands for.
You're beginning to sound like Jason Cleary.
Look, Pat, we're not wide-eyed kids anymore. We've both been around a long time. Jason Cleary has everyone in this whole town sewed up, except me. If you're going to buck up against him, I'll have to bury one of you.
Which one would you want to bury?
Oh, I know you could kill him, Pat. But it won't be easy, and there's always a chance you might lose out.
Would you care?
Darling, crying makes my eyes red, and I don't look very good in black.
What do you suggest I do?
We had a lot of fun together once. Maybe we could have it again.
Yeah, I wish we could. But I found out a long time ago you can't go back and pick up where you left off.
And furthermore, If something isn't done about the hoodlum element in Silver Creek, I promise you the ladies of the city will rise up in righteous indignation and march on these dens of iniquity and burn them to the ground.
I didn't know you were a supporter of women's rights, Billy.
Well, if I ever was, I ain't anymore. You know how long she's been talking over there, Patrick? Almost an hour now.
Do you have to stand here and listen?
Well, if I expect Mr. Tundle the piano to do, she owns it. And come to think she's finished. Excuse me, ma'am. I just got to say, that was a plumb rousing speech you gave. Best I heard since William Jennings Bryan passed through El Paso.
Oh, thank you very much, young man.
My name is William Bonney, Mrs. Tatum. I work for Mr. Tundle. He told me he was going to write you a note about me coming.
Yes, indeed, about my piano. It's over at my house. Mr. Tatum will show you the way, and I'll just say a word to my ladies, and I'll be right along. Show Mr. Bonney, Harold.
Yes, my love.
How are you, Pat? Now, there's a fine, upstanding example of young manhood.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, ladies.
See Garrett?
Oh, yeah, sure did. I was sitting outside. He rode in before noon, came straight here. Sal met him like a chunk of iron going to a 40-pound magnet. They went to her room.
How long was he there?
Oh, not long.
Come on in. The door's unlocked.
An unlocked door is an invitation to a thief.
The name fits. Wear it in good health.
If I thought you meant that...
What would you do?
But you're too smart to mean it. Aren't you, Sal?
Am I?
I think you are. The trouble is, Sal, the time for games is over. I've let you run this place your own way without interference because I took it for granted we'd eventually get together.
How do you mean that, Jason?
All right. I'll make it plain. I've wanted you ever since the first minute I laid eyes on you. You knew it, too.
Take your hands off me.
I like a woman that's as spirited as a horse. And I know how to tame them both. You're going to get your first lesson now.
Try teaching me, Clary. I don't think you want any trouble with me, do you, Clary?
No. No trouble.
Again, Pinky, and I'll carve your headstone myself.
Who's the marshal in this town?
Oh, one of Clary's men shot the last one about a month ago. The job hasn't been too popular since.
I'll have to take care of it myself. Assaulting an officer, willful and malicious destruction of property.
Pinky, get me Judge Meeker.
You must be losing your punch, Patrick. You had to hit him 6 or 7 times.
I'm gonna kill you, Garrett. Any way I can.
You'll have to stand in line to wait your turn. Look, Cleary, you've been around long enough to know what happens when law hits a boom town like Silver Creek.
I heard Wild Bill Hickok say the same thing in Deadwood. But it didn't mean much after Jack McCall put a bullet in his head.
Yeah. I saw them hang Jack McCall.
consider the taxpayers' money, Patrick. You could have shot that fella in there, and then all I had to do then is just bury him.
Billy, it might be he's lonesome in there.
Oh, that's a mighty hard way to talk to me, Patrick, after I walked all the way over here to invite you to eat supper with me.
Well, thanks. I'm sorry, but I've got a job to do.
I got a hunch your job just ended, Patrick.
I've heard of your high-handed ways, Sheriff, but they don't go here. No, sir. Not as long as I'm just a piece of this here territorial district.
All right, Judge, never mind the speech. What do you want?
Just a moment, Sheriff. I'm releasing Jason. I mean, Mr. Cleary. With a writ. Plumb legal, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it is.
My gun.
Deputy job you was talking about, you wouldn't consider filling it temporary like, would you? I mean, maybe just for a day or two, say.
Billy, you've got a job to do, remember? If you want to buy that piano, head out of here.
Claire's going to set a trap for you, Patrick. All right, I gotta see a lady about a piano. I'll see you around.
Well, I think it's time we took over Sal's place. We've waited long enough.
That'll bring Garrett on the run.
Well, I hope it does. We'll kill him the minute he walks in the door.
I thought I'd just stop by, let you know I'd be picking up the piano early in the morning.
Well, here's the bill of sale. I'm sure Mr. Tundle will be very happy with it. You may pick it up any time you like. I'm an early riser.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I reckon it'll be plumb early, too, ma'am, because I'm kind of anxious to be getting out of Silver Creek, tell you the truth.
You don't like it here?
Oh, well, yes, it ain't you or any of the decent folk of this town. It just, well, I don't hardly know how to say it out loud in front of a lady like you.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's just Silver Creek itself, ma'am. This afternoon, I stopped in a place. I was thirsty to get me a drink of sarsaparilla. And it was a Silver Queen, I think that's what they call it. I ain't never been to a place like that, Miss Tatum. I'm not even old enough to vote yet.
You don't mean they had the nerve to?
Well, I reckon they did, ma'am. Now, I figured it was bad enough them offering me hard liquor, but when them dancing girls just stood around there and started making eyes at me, I figured it was time for me to pack up and head on home.
Wait till my ladies hear about this.
Yes, ma'am, I kind of figured you'd want to make a speech about it when you heard. Funny thing is, I felt you meant every word you said this afternoon. I mean, about the good ladies of this here town rising up righteously to smite evil. Fact is, I reckon I'd just like to see that happen myself.
You will see it. I've waited long enough. Now I will act. Just wait till I get my umbrella.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me that you really love me. Tell me that you really care. Show me that you really want me. Make me care. Put your arms around me, honey. Oh.
All right, keep playing.
What do you think you're doing?
What I should have done a long time ago, Sal. Taking over this place. Now shut up and keep singing.
Tell me.
Oh, Mr. Garrett. Billy told me to come over and tell you that Clary's taking over Sal's place. And if I know Sal, somebody's going to get hurt.
Thanks.
You found true love.
Garrett's coming.
All right, let him come. Get on the other side of the room. Keep singing.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on.
What do you think you're doing? Oh, just walking. Did you get those women all riled up?
No, I tried to stop him.
Yeah.
Glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Oh, this'll teach you a lesson, you hussy. There's a stage leaving Silver Creek first thing in the morning, and you'll be on it.
I never thought I'd hear you talk like that. Why so bloody?
I beg your pardon?
You should be begging Sal's. Letty, you've been around mining camps long enough to know an honest place when you see one.
Oh, you can't talk me out of it that easily, Patrick F. Garrett. This hussy is leaving town.
I used to call you Lie Soap Letty because your tongue was just as sharp back when you took in washing at Gold Springs. That is, when you weren't dealing your turn at your husband's faro joint. But that was a long time ago. And, maybe the other women of Silver Springs don't know about your past.
Can we just keep that between the two of us? I'll believe indirectly.
Thanks anyway, Pat, but I'll be on the stage. There's nothing here for me.
Now, Sal, this town could use an honest place. And a woman like you.
Would it matter to you if I stayed?
Let's just say it might matter if you left. Is that enough of an answer?
It'll do till one comes along.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't get all riled up now. I'm just taking this piano back to Tunnel where you wanted me to do it.
Why, I'm not riled up at all, Billy. Matter of fact, after talking to Mrs. Tatum, I understood just how you felt. Nice, innocent young boy like you having to face all those temptations.
Yeah, well, see, I gotta go, Patrick. I'll see you around.
Matter of fact, I was so impressed by how taken with you Mrs. Tatum is. Why, I agreed to carry a letter to Mr. Tundle from her.
What, a letter?
That's right. It seems Mrs. Tatum feels that a nice young boy like you should have more of a chance to take an interest in civic affairs like female suffrage. So she's asking Mr. Tundle to lend you out to her for a while.
Lend me out?
That's right. It seems Mrs. Tatum is making a tour of the whole territory, making speeches. And she wants you to drive her. I told her how anxious I knew you'd be to go with her.
Patrick, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Patrick, wait a minute. Oh, you can't do that. I'm gonna ride to Mexico first.
your marshal?
We ain't got no marshal.
You got a mayor in this town?
Yep, last I heard.
Nice going, Waco. Work him over, Tom. Nobody says we run a crooked game.
Stand back, mister.
That badge don't mean a thing here in Hondo, Sheriff. You're out of your territory.
Lincoln County is my territory.
Doesn't cut any ice here. This is a town, and I look after things for the railroad.
You got quite a system of law enforcement here.
Beats a badge any day. So you just get back on that horse of yours and ride out of here, Sheriff. I didn't get your name.
Garrett, Pat Garrett. And I'm staying right here.
Well, I'll make it clear to you, Garrett. Anything I do will be backed up by the railroad company. They like this town the way it is. It's gonna stay that way.
Sam Hill took you so long getting here, Garrett?
Well, the county council was hoping to win the railroad's cooperation by leaving him alone for a while.
You'd get more cooperation from a herd of stampeded longhorns.
What happened to your marshal?
Which one? I haven't been able to keep that badge pinned on anybody more than 24 hours. The ones who didn't quit wish they had. You see, the T&O's got a law of their own around here. They call it railroad law. If it's good for the railroad, it's legal.
Who's the head man?
Name of Fallon, construction superintendent. He thinks he's Napoleon or somebody. He holds up in a private car down the railroad tracks. He's got a whole herd of hired guns to back up his play, and he plays rough. Now, just what your plans to change the arrangements?
Well, the T&O has been shoving its tracks across Lincoln County without bothering to pay taxes on the right-of-way.
Well, what have taxes got to do with restoring law and order to my town?
Mayor Haggard, there's more than one way to collect a tax.
Oh! Anyone home around here?
I say, you the mayor around here?
Yes.
I got a big fat complaint to make against the Tucumcari and Otero Railroad Company.
Young man, you and 1,000 other people.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, mister. I've been robbed, and I want to know what's going to be done about it.
Probably nothing, Billy.
I say, Patrick, what are you doing around here?
Collecting taxes? What are you doing?
I'm delivering 100 head of Mr. Tunnell's cows to the railroad company, and the buzzer that ramrods the outfit down there, he wouldn't pay me for him. He said Mr. Tunnell was going to have to wait till the first of the year, just like everyone else does.
Well, you'll probably have to wait until the first of the year.
Yeah, when I leave this town, I'm going to collect that money, Patrick, even if I have to collect it my own way.
You collect it your way, there'll be some bounty hunters collecting you.
Yeah, well, that's, why don't you collect it for me? And that'll make it nice and legal.
Oh, no, Billy, that's not my job. That's a job for the town marshal.
They don't have a town marshal here, Patrick.
I know.
Yeah?
I know. And they sure could use a good man.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's very funny, yeah.
Mayor Haggard, would you say that this man was qualified to be the town marshal?
Why,
His name is William Bonney, sometimes known as Billy the Kid.
well, yes, indeed. I'd say he certainly is qualified.
William Bonney, you are so constituted and appointed.
Yeah, oh, what are you doing? What's this, a badge?
You'll get used to it, Billy.
Yeah, okay. What if the people in Lincoln got wind of this thing? I'll never live it down.
Cheer up, Billy. The hours are long, the pay is low, and there's always a good chance of getting yourself kicked.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You want your money, don't you?
Yeah, I want my money, yeah.
That is the best way to get it.
trouble, Holman. You know that. Tomorrow, the first train makes the maiden run to El Paso. She's got to be on time. The whole contract depends on it.
Mr. Fallon?
Who the devil are you?
My name's Pat Garrett. I'm the sheriff of Lincoln County.
What do you want?
Well, it's a little matter of a tax bill, Mr. Fallon. The T&O Railroad owes the county of Lincoln $8,342.06.
And you're here to collect it?
That's right.
Lincoln County will be lucky if it collects the 6 cents.
Is that a refusal to pay, Mr. Fallon?
The T&O Railroad always pays its debts when it gets ready to.
When's that?
Maybe the end of the year, maybe next year.
Not good enough, Mr. Fallon.
Maybe you'd care to tell me just how you expect to go about collecting this money, Sheriff? Or don't you know the answer to that? You could sue.
But if it's all the same with you, Mr. Fallon, I'd like to collect it sooner than we could with a court battle. Say by noon tomorrow.
Or what, Sheriff? What do you intend to do?
Close you down.
Empty threats, Garrett. I can hire more men than any sheriff.
$8,342.06, Mr. Fallon. Noon tomorrow.
Get out. You're spoiling my appetite.
I brought some witnesses, Garrett. You came to rough up the old man and got shot trying.
You won't live to hear them testify.
Don't wait for him to draw. All right, hold it. Right there.
I decided to keep that job after all, Patrick.
Say, Billy, before we get back into town, I want to have a talk with you.
What's on your mind?
I'm taking on a fight with the railroad. They won't quit until they're on their knees.
I'm with you all the way, Patrick.
You mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't. What are you getting at?
That badge you're wearing. We've done a lot of kidding about it, but there's more to wearing a badge than jokes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that when I pinned it on.
That's all I want to know. I figure the two of us can turn that railroad bunch inside out, and we might just as well start today.
Oh, hello, Garrett. You're just in time. How'd you and Fallon get along? Did you collect any taxes for the county?
I gave him till noon tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Where's the new marshal? He hasn't quit already, has he?
Billy? Oh, no. He's out having some signs painted.
Signs? What for?
Hey, Haggett, the gambling in this town, how much of it is run by the railroads?
Well, just about all of it, I guess. See, by keeping the poor suckers that work for them busted, they only need a payroll big enough to pay them the first time around.
That's the way I figured it. How far are you willing to go to back up your new marshal, Mayor?
The whole way. The whole doggone distance.
Good.
Hey, what do you plan doing?
I'm going to try my luck. Gambling. Sorry, the game is closed. Let me look at those. Shaved. What else is rigged around here? Weighted. Quiet. All right, listen, everybody. This store is being closed for rigging the games. Everybody out.
All right, you heard what the man said.
All right, come on. Out. How's your hammer in hand holding out, Marshal?
It's all right, it's all right.
Let's go. And this is only the beginning. You can tell your boss we intend to close every chip plant in this town.
Already made monkeys out of you, and there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of the fastest guns in the country.
I'm paying for results, not excuses. I want those saloons open and back in business inside an hour.
Well, you heard what he said. You coming home, then? Later. Fella?
Fallon sent him back for a showdown.
Come on, Billy. You gentlemen have a permit to hold a parade?
A what?
You're under arrest for holding a parade without a permit.
What do you mean a parade? We was just riding into town.
Looked like a parade to me. What do you think, Marshal?
Well, if that wasn't a parade, I ain't never seen one, Patrick. You're local. You can't get away with a crazy charge like that.
What do you think, Marshal?
Better get off your ponies.
All right, down. There's no workable jail in town. This'll have to do. Inside. All right. You here to pay your back taxes, Mr. Fallon?
You know why I'm here. If my men aren't released at once, you're going to answer to the territorial legislature.
If the T&O will pay the county what it owes it in back taxes, Mr. Fallon, I might drop the charges against your men.
I got news for you. There's a circuit judge due in Honda tomorrow. I'll have my men out on a writ of habeas corpus, and the county can whistle for its tax money.
You know, if he springs his men, I don't see how you'll stop him making that train run to El Paso tomorrow.
It all depends on making the right move, man.
We'll be going in a few minutes.
$12, straight up.
It's 12 o'clock, Mr. Fallon.
So?
The right-of-way taxes, remember?
You're a fool, Garrett. Here it is, Mr. Fallon. Judge just signed it. Good. Now you go get the boys and tell them to barrel down here and teach Garrett a lesson before I... Hey, what do you think you're doing? Take that chain off that wheel.
Fallon, this engine has been impounded for back taxes.
Get some men over here. Picks, crowbars.
I wouldn't do that. You'd be destroying county property.
You gonna let him get away with this? I'll get the men.
I got a writ of habeas corpus here. Said you gotta turn my men loose. Hurry up. Well, it's signed by Judge Bradley.
All right, wise guy, what's the big idea?
Well, they don't have any bars on the windows around here. Didn't want them to wander off, you know.
All right, fellas, let's go.
Like this, go where? What'd you do with the clothes?
I don't remember what I...
What do you mean you don't remember? You better just start remembering, mister, or I'm...
You find a fault with my memory?
You fool.
What do you mean they won't come?
They haven't got any clothes.
You better pay up, Mr. Fallon.
I'll see you dead first. What do you mean they haven't any clothes?
I'll see if I can find some.
I underestimated you, Garrett. You got me over a barrel. I know when I'm licked. Uh-huh. You hear what I said? You win. Now unlock that wheel.
Where's the money, Mr. Fallon?
I'll pay you when I get to El Paso. Now look, if you don't take my word for this... I don't carry much money, Garrett. Maybe a couple of thousand. You won't even consider that as tax payment. You just keep that for yourself. Maybe later the county can...
Mr. Fallon, you can save yourself a lot of trouble by just paying what's owed.
I took you for a reasonable man. Now, if you don't let the train make this trip, there won't be any company to pay anybody anything.
No.
Well, what do you expect me to do?
Well, for one thing, there's a telegraph office.
All right, now telegraph the home company.
Tell them to deposit the money in the Cattleman's Bank in Santa Fe.
Here it is, Garrett. Oh, here he is. Here it is. Confirmation from the bank in Santa Fe that the money's been deposited. Now get that chain off.
Come from the Cattleman's Bank, man?
It sure did, Garrett.
Hurry up, will you?
$8,342. Where's the 6 cents?
Blast the 6 cents. Get that chain off.
vacate the jail after being released, sir. Had to force him.
Marshal, I'm glad you're here. Mr. Fallon has a couple of $1,000 he'd like to pay you for Mr. Tundle's cattle.
Get moved.
Just make sure that our paths never cross.
Billy, you're not quitting. I got my money, you got his badge, and you got your taxes.
All right, Billy, what do you want to talk about? You change your mind about that job?
No, nothing like that. I'm just thinking, I got over $2,000 on me now.
Mr. Tundle's money.
Yeah, I know that. I know. I'm just thinking what it'd be like to sit down on fast hand of poker with that kind of loot backing you up. Yeah.
Billy, you keep thinking like that, and I'll be cleaning out a cell for you.
Yeah, well, you gotta lose to get in trouble. And I never lose.
One of these days, somebody's going to catch you with that crooked deck.
What do you mean, crooked?
It's marked, plainer than the road from here to Santa Fe.
Oh, you know darn well that ain't true, Patrick. But if you spread that around, I just might be forced to live on that 40 a month Tundle pays me.
Really, I've got work to do. Why don't you cut out for home? And don't get mixed up in any card games here in town. If I so much as see you near one of those saloons, I'll lock you out.
No, I ain't gonna hang around, Patrick. See what I was getting at? I got $2,000 right now, and you got that $8,000 from the tax money. And,
Billy.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It's just a little rip-roaring card game, see? And I'd even be willing to lend you my own deck. And in a couple hours, Patrick, we might even get stakes for our own little ranch. Yeah, all right. Some men just don't want to get rich. What do you say there, Mamacita?
Last stage come in yet?
Yeah, I guess so. How you doing, all right?
Fine.
Good morning, Mayor. What's the rush?
The rush is to keep that woman on her own side of town.
Well, she's just, picking up a letter for La Senora.
Not anymore. If La Senora wants her mail, she can come into my office and make out an affidavit to that effect, and make it legal.
You ain't really going to press that point, are you, May?
What point is that, Billy?
Big Mamacita. Every time she comes out of that post office with a letter, she gets half the town drunk.
Yahoo! La Senora's grandson done come through! Past West Point with colors a flying. Look at that return address.
Lieutenant Brian Riley, huh?
Name your poison. The drinks are on the house.
Oh, no, not this time. Not in my town.
Well, my cantina ain't in your town. Welcome one and all. The drinks are still on the house.
Your cantina's in my county. Give me a break, huh? General Lew Wallace will be passing through here in a few days. And while he's here, I'd kind of like some peace and quiet.
You got my word for it, Patrick. I'll just behave like the lady I am.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're afraid of, ain't it, Patrick?
Come on, boys.
Go.
You know, Billy, there's no one I think more highly of than Big Mamacita, but she is a disturbing influence on this town. Billy, this is one time I'm counting on you to give me a hand. Help me to keep her out of trouble, huh?
Oh, you can trust me, Patrick.
I am.
What's the matter? What's wrong? What's the matter? Isn't this a letter for La Senora? Why did you open it up?
Course they ain't no La Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez. This is dirty old desert rat, Big Mamacita.
I am to be General Lew Wallace's aide-de-camp during his tour through New Mexico. I pray you will look on me with pride when I finally meet my famous grandmother in Lincoln.
He's my grandson, Billy. My daughter's child. Mine, but she was the pretty one. But it afore she was dried behind the years. Plumb delicate she was, not like me. Husband was killed to soldiering and her following, giving birth to my Brian.
Well, why? I mean...
All the lies? You think I wanted them to know what kind of a life his grandma was living? That the money I was sending came from a broken-down old saloon? No, sir. What I figured was I'd give him a good name, something for him to live up to.
Like Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez.
Yeah. Ain't it just awful?
No, it's not awful. It's... Oh, Mama sees it's all right. When he sees you... Look, I never seen any fella you couldn't charm the back teeth right out of, you know.
Billy, I want to see that boy so bad it's like a knife sticking in me, but I can't let him know. See, it's hopeless.
No,
it's
no,
hopeless.
it's not hopeless. Look, nothing's hopeless, Mama Seed, as long as you got friends. You got friends all over this cantina. You know the whole of Lincoln here. Look, I tell you, you just stay right here, Mamacita. You stay put right here in the cantina. And I'm going to take care of it for you. Now, you do that? You stay right here for me? Will you?
Billy.
Okay.
Close the door, Billy.
What are you doing? Throwing away some old wanted posters?
No, just filing them away, Billy. Save the taxpayers' money. They'll all be wanted again.
Well, you can't tell what a man's like from his face, can you?
Yeah, that's the truth. You take Mayor Blunt, he looks more like an outlaw than Curly Bill Brocious. And your friend Acker, spitting image of a Spanish grandee.
Yeah? Yeah, come to think of it, that's right.
What's on your mind, Billy?
Well, I'm just looking for a little piece of advice, maybe. Look, Patrick, if a friend of yours, a real good friend of yours was in trouble, could you forget for a while you're sheriff of Lincoln County?
I don't know, Billy. Why?
Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering. When's Governor Wallace due in here?
Tomorrow, noon. Look, Billy, if you're up to something.
No.
Billy, I've got problems enough with this new mayor of ours. Don't give me any more.
Well, I'll try not to. Old Mayor Blount does look like a horse thief, don't he?
He's still the mayor of Lincoln.
Yeah, even though he don't look like a mayor.
What did you say brought you here?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess so. I don't know. Well, I'll see you around. You take it easy, Patrick. Adios.
Billy, hold on. Didn't you say you came here for advice?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm much obliged to you.
Ambush. They got 6 of us. It was like a massacre.
Where?
Gotta show you where. Come on. We got one of them maybe still alive. Good luck.
good?
Like a hog ready for market. Grateful to you, Billy. Always felt I was cut out for public office.
All right, you get shaved, you get cleaned up, and you make it real good, all right?
You ain't halfway there, Sheriff.
You're as far as I'm riding on a wild goose chase. It's too hot to play games.
But, Sheriff...
Look, you can wear yourself out to please Billy. No reason for us both to.
Sheriff?
Relax. I went along with the joke, didn't I? I bought that catsup on your sleeve, that awful story you told me. But I don't have to ride 20 miles just to oblige Billy.
You mean... you knew?
Well, I have no mamacita just as long as Billy has. If she's trying to work out something to help her, well, all right with me. I'll go along with him. Up to a point. But it had better work.
Oh, no, muchachos. Más fuerte, con más gusto.
Where you been?
Just like you told me. The only ones on the street will be the muchachos. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, come on now. The general's almost here.
Wait a minute. I want to show you something.
Come on, Arca. The general's almost here now. Come on.
Bueno. Vamos. Síganlo. Adelante.
Welcome to Lincoln, Governor. Very happy to have you here.
Thank you, sir. Well, the town seems mighty deserted for a county seat.
Yes, sir. Everyone went out on the sheriff's posse this morning. My name's William Barney, Governor. I'm very happy to know you. I'm holding down the fort here until Sheriff Garrett gets back, you know.
I've been looking forward to meeting Pat Garrett. Oh, this is my aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Riley.
Oh, yes, sir, Lieutenant Riley. We've all heard of the famous grandson of La Senora Riley Guadalupe. Very happy to know you, Lieutenant. How are you?
You know of his grandmother?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Doesn't everyone? Listen, Governor, our town officials here wouldn't make a move without first consulting La Senora.
Well, she sounds mighty important.
Oh, yeah, important. Listen, Governor. The whole Mexican government, why, just this morning, El Presidente himself sent down an urgent request from Mexico for her to get up there and throw him some advice.
Well, that's too bad. The lad's never met her. I was hoping we might pay our respects at her hacienda.
But that's impossible now, sir.
Yeah, oh, no, Lieutenant. Nothing's impossible in Lincoln, you know.
That's a fine-looking man. Your mayor?
Yes, sir. He's our mayor here. Would you like to meet him?
Yes, I would.
Governor, Mayor Skurlock.
My honor, sir.
Pleasure.
Governor, on this momentous occasion...
The mayor here's a great speaker, Governor. He can talk to you right out of your shirt. I mean, almost.
Well, most great speakers generally have a law background. Is that true, Mayor?
Well, Governor, as to that, sir...
yes. As a matter of fact, the mayor here, Governor, has had more experience with the law than anyone in this country.
Thank you, Mr. Barney. Gentlemen.
Buenos días, amigos. Welcome to the Gobernador de Nuevo Mexico, General Wallace. Permit me, General. I am el jefe, el coronel de los federalistas mexicanos, Acá, Bustamante y Nexor.
Hey! This is La Senora's personal aide.
She must be very important.
Y ahora, aquí tenemos a la gran dama, la gran señora Riley, Guadalupe y Cortés.
Senora, I'd like for you to know the governor of New Mexico Territory, General Lew Wallace.
Senora, this is an unexpected pleasure, especially for your grandson.
Brian, is it really you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, ain't you? I mean, aren't you going to kiss your poor old grandma?
I hope you're not disappointed in the lad.
Oh, how could I be? With him starting out hobnobbing with generals.
Pardon me, but is it possible that we've met before?
I've been away from the army too long, I reckon. Forgot how romantic you fellas is.
It's getting late, Senora.
You misunderstand my meaning, madame.
Senora, I think you'd better go to Mexico right away. That meeting with El Presidente, you know.
Oh, Billy, watch your hurry. Give me some time with
Billy, watch your hurry.
Oh, hello, Patrick. I just as surprised as we are. I'm just telling the governor here that,
General? Well, Billy, do the honors. I've never met the Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez. I've been looking forward to it.
Help! Sheriff Garrett! Help! 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 That's them, Sheriff Garrett. They're kidnappers, imposters. They stole my clothes. Give me back my hat. Sheriff, arrest them.
I'm sorry, Billy, but I'm afraid that blows it sky high. You're all under arrest.
Sheriff, what's the meaning of this?
General, my apologies. It looks like you've been had. All right, boys, let's take a walk. You all know where the jail is.
Now, just a minute. They ain't done no harm. Since when are you locking up nice fellas just 'cause they were helping a poor old lady out, huh?
Sheriff, who is this woman?
She's a saloon keeper, that's who she is. She runs a hangout for outlaws like them.
Why did you lie about being my grandmother?
I didn't lie about that.
Ridiculous. My grandmother's a lady.
Maybe I ain't no La Senora, whatchamacallit, but that don't make me no less a lady. Besides, that's no way to talk to your own grandma.
It can't. It can't be.
You don't like that, huh, boy? Well, that's just fine with me. Fact is, I never did cotton to no officers know-how. I always did say a man didn't amount to much if it took an act of Congress to make him a gentleman.
Let's go, boys.
Listen, you go hard on them boys and I ain't gonna cook nothing for you again. No more fatbacks and frijoles. Never. No more.
Come on, Mamacita.
What's the matter, General? You never see an old vet before?
She's...
Up we go. You lock them up, and by thunder, you're gonna have to lock me up, too. Now, come on. Go ahead, let me see you lock them up.
You mean she actually locked herself in the cell just to be with them?
Another cup, General?
No,
After all, who can argue with her? She's mad enough at me as it is right now.
Teniente Grande, the Great Western. It's hard to believe after all these years.
Now, there it is, big as life, painted on that sign right outside the cantina.
Did I hear somebody mention the cantina? Well, don't you worry, General Wallace. I'll take care of that den of thieves.
You will, Mayor?
Yes, sir. The first thing in the morning...
Good morning, sir.
Now stand at ease, lad. You're not at West Point now. Look here. That's my best.
Lovely.
Well, Sheriff, shall we proceed to the woman's cell?
Good. Nothing like saving the taxpayers' money. You gonna use your power to pass sentence on her?
She'll get everything that she deserves.
Good.
In that case, sir, please accept my resignation, effective immediately.
Now, what for, lad?
I cannot pose as an officer and a gentleman no more than my grandmother can pose as a lady.
The Great Western was never a lady because she was too busy being a hero. And now, Mr. Mayor, if you'll be kind enough to lead the way, I'm going to accomplish something that the government's been trying to do for the last 32 years.
Yes, sir.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but would you have a mite of stew for a soldier fresh off the line?
How's your stomach, boy? Had to jack up this mulligan with some chopped iguana.
The name's Lew Wallace, ma'am. Lieutenant, 1st Indiana Volunteers. The men told me you'd help any boy in trouble, even an officer.
Nah, you ain't one of my boys. Got a thatch of gray hair there. You're an old man.
I am now. But think back, Mamacita, like I did. It took seeing you splashed with mud to turn the trick for me. Then I remembered.
So you was just a no-account volunteer like me, huh?
The volunteer will stand at attention. Attention! Gentlemen, no veteran of the Mexican War can ever forget the bravery of this woman, known only to history as the Great Western. She did everything for us. She cooked for the officers, she traveled with the Army, she inspired and mothered the boys under fire. She even stopped a retreat. She knocked the dragoons from their horses with a frying pan and then sent them back into the lines with the courage to win the day. As territorial governor and general officer, I make the following decree. First, that the cantina, La Poniente Grande, be maintained permanently by this county as a token of esteem for this great hero. And second, that the Great Western accept this Medal of Honor, with my apologies, for it represents but a shadow of her glorious deeds. With your permission. It's been an honor, Madame. Is there anything further that I can do for you?
You darn tootin' there is. Are you gonna make Pat Garrett keep those poor young fellas caged up in there just 'cause they was trying to help this hero old vet? Huh?
Sheriff, I grant these men amnesty for what they've done. Lieutenant, do you act only on orders? I think you must have something to say.
By la Senora.
Well, you might as well let us out of here. Now, Patrick, now wait a minute. You can't do that. You got to let us out. Remember, the governor gave us all that amnesty.
Yes, so he did, but that just freed you all on the previous charge.
Previous? Yeah, but we all been right here ever since then.
Violating County Ordinance 2, Section 3, Paragraph 4. That specifically prohibits private meetings between persons of known criminal background. And since you've all been in the same cell together, obviously you've met. I'm sorry, gentlemen, you're still under arrest.
Yeah, but wait a minute now. What about me? I have no known previous criminal background.
Oh? Well, we'll figure out something, Billy, like, consorting at meetings with people of known criminal...
What do you mean consorting, Patrick? There ain't no law like that.
No? Well, it should be. Don't you go away. I'll find out.
Patrick! Patrick! How long will that take you?
Quien sabe, amigo? Quien sabe?
This just come in for you. From the marshal up Santa Fe.
Jack Byrne, huh?
Yeah, him. Him and that gang of his.
Now settle down, Holly. We'll manage.
Manage? He's even got the law running.
Nobody's running.
Well, what do you call that? Marshal telling you that Barron's riding in here after plundering a ranch up at Greenhaven for you to catch him. It's out of his territory.
That's just what we'll do.
Well, did you read why he's coming?
Yeah, one of his gang bragged they were going to kill Billy Bonney.
Now, ain't that something? What do you think they'll do to this town before they're through?
They're not going to do anything to this town. Barron probably won't get here before nightfall. That'll give us a chance to get ready for him. Anyone else know about this?
No. Oh, Miss Heller was in the office when the message come in.
Well, don't tell anyone else just yet. You get on back to your office. I want you to send a wire in a few minutes.
Why do you suppose they're after Billy?
That's what I'll find out. Information from Santa Fe, Barron traveling with his men. Should arrive in Lincoln no later than 6 p.m. this day. Request immediate military help. Signed, Garrett, Lincoln County, New Mexico Territory. You got it?
Just so long as the Army got it, Mr. Garrett.
You relieved, Sully?
I will be when I see them soldiers in those streets out there.
Tell you what they want to see me about, did he, Bert?
Nope. They gave me a chance to ride, and I say that's better than shooting horses for old Traeger.
What are you saying, Patrick? What's all the stir about?
Thanks, Bert. Let's go in.
It's going to be good, boy. I left Tundrell. Baling some hay, I ought to be doing.
Billy, when did you ever run up against Jack Barron?
Well, what do you know?
You like to say you've been expecting something?
Yeah, you might say I have, Patrick.
All right, put that gun away. Here, read this.
What's that? Jack Barron. Yep. Yeah.
Now tell me, why does Jack Barron want to kill you?
Well, you should go to offer me some refreshment first. I mean, this is a long story, Patrick, and I've been riding in here, got some dust in my throat.
If Jack Barron's coming into this town looking for you, I want to know why.
Well, it ain't because I robbed a bank with it and then ran off with the money. That's what's bothering you. I was kind of worrying you, wasn't it, Patrick?
You haven't answered my question.
Well, I was up around near El Paso a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, go on.
I was visiting Juan Gomez on his ranch up there, you know, when a couple of fellas came on his land and tried to steal some of his cattle without paying.
Billy, what were you doing up there?
Well, Juan's got a pretty daughter, Patrick. Now, wait a minute. You want to hear the story, don't you?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
All right. I politely pointed out to these two crooks how wrong it was to steal a man's cattle. Then they tried to draw on me, and one of them died.
And the other one?
Well, I wounded him. I guess I shouldn't have let him ride away, huh?
Billy, why didn't you tell me this before?
That's none of your business.
Well, it is now.
Is what I just heard true, Mr. Garrett?
I don't know what you heard, Mrs. Murphy.
Ann Wickett heard from Mrs. Heller that Holly told her that this town's going to be overrun by the Barron gang. They're coming looking for him.
That's right, ma'am.
I'll take care of this, Billy.
No, wait a minute, Patrick. I'm the one they're after. Jack Barron is looking for me, ma'am, but he ain't interested in hurting anyone around here, if that's what you're worried about.
Hortense, I told you to stay away from here. Sheriff, I've got a $400 mirror over in that saloon, not counting another $300 in goods. Now, who's going to protect me and Hortense and the saloon from this mayhem?
Is this the kind of talk that's going through town?
Well, it's going like wildfire. And why shouldn't it?
Just think, half hour ago I was nice and quiet pitching hay.
Oh, don't be a smart aleck. How do you come getting mixed up with a murderer like Jack Barron anyway? Maybe you're too sensitive to answer that.
Maybe I don't want to answer that, Mr. Murphy. You wipe the noses here, Patrick. I'm going to take care of this on my own. Jack Barron ain't coming into this town.
Just stay where you are.
Let him go, Sheriff. If he wants to be so cocksure of himself, why mess up the town? Or maybe you've never seen how Barron works.
He's not going to work here.
No. They're rough company, let me tell you, Sheriff. The law's been after Barron for better than 15 years. He got his start in Kansas during the war.
I know. He rode with Quantrill's raiders.
Butchers is what they were. Quantrill, younger brothers, Jesse and Frank James, and Jack Barron. They killed better than 200 people. Men, women, and children in Lawrence, Kansas. That's where I got this leg. I was just a kid.
It's you who's brought all this to Lincoln. It's you.
Oh, you're wrong, ma'am. I'm riding out to meet Barron just as soon as Mr. Garrett here will allow me to leave, and I'll settle it in my way. Just like I settled one of his men up in El Paso.
That's why they're coming after him. But you're not settling this your way, you're settling it mine. I'm not letting you get slaughtered.
Why don't you consider it?
Just practical.
You mean you'd miss me?
All right, Billy, let's not carry this too far. You're still a citizen under my jurisdiction, and I'm not having any personal vendettas carried out in Lincoln County. The law and the Army will handle this.
Mrs. Heller never said nothing about the Army.
I sent a wire to Fort Stockton 20 minutes ago. The Army will be here by nightfall. Mrs. Murphy, maybe you'd better get your stories complete before you come storming in here.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I really am. That puts another complexion on the whole matter. Well, let's tell him, Averill. And close your mouth. You want to catch a fly in it?
Good. Good. In case I need some extra help, I can count on you?
Sure. Sure thing, Sheriff. Anything for law and order in Lincoln County.
What are you going to call out the Army to protect me, huh, Patrick? You mean to tell me the whole U.S. Army, the United States of America, is going to protect little old me?
Billy, I don't see anything amusing in this.
Oh, don't you? Listen, I was thinking maybe I ought to get a medal or something, Patrick, for kind of leading old Jack and his boys into a baited trap. I mean, here they want to kill me, and you and the Army just going to drop a noose right over the necks. Boy, that's something.
Yeah. And you are staying right in here until it's all over. I don't want you messing things up.
You keep trying to keep me here, Patrick.
Bet?
Yeah, I'll bet you.
What is it now, Holly?
I just got a reply from Fort Stockton. They can't send any men for 2 days.
Did you tell them out there about this?
Well, why shouldn't I told them?
Why can't the Army come, Holly?
Because they only got a small guard at the fort. All the rest of them are ridden against the Comanches up at Pluter Lake. They don't have nobody to send, Mr. Garrett.
Garrett? Come on out, Sheriff. We want to talk to you.
Well, now what are you going to do, Garrett?
And don't fool us. We know the Army's not coming.
This is a fine kettle of fish you got us into here.
He didn't get you into anything, Mr. Murphy. This is my business.
That's right. And you better all understand that before we go another step. Billy here shot one of Jack Barron's men in self-defense when he found him rustling another man's cattle. Barron's coming after him to even the score. That puts a member of this town in jeopardy.
Then what are you intended to do?
The law will take care of it. I'm deputizing every able-bodied man in this town.
Now, hold on a minute. We don't have any gunfighters that can stand up to Barron and his gang. Well, maybe you and Billy there, and maybe Bert.
What you're saying, Mrs. Murphy, you want the three of us here, maybe the Army, to protect your town for you, right?
Now, kid, don't get smart. You're talking to my wife.
I'm talking to your wife with respect.
Let it be, Averill.
I got a solution to the whole thing, Mr. Garrett.
Yeah?
No disrespect about you shooting in self-defense. You still brought this on yourself. So why don't you just up and leave town and Barron will have no call to come here?
What do you mean, run?
Yeah.
I never did know where you came from, Bert. Now I know why I didn't. Who'd you run away from, Bert?
Inside. Now close up the school. Get the kids and the women home and shut down your stores. I want every able-bodied man in my office in 10 minutes.
They're Kendall's ranch, all of them.
All of who?
Barron and his gang. They're waiting for Billy to come back. They said if he don't come and meet him, they're coming in here for him. They're gonna burn this town to the ground if you try to protect him.
You figured they wouldn't come before nightfall, huh?
Sure must have pushed those horses hard.
Like I said, Patrick, they want me real bad. You better let me go.
What you gonna do now, Mr. Garrett?
If you're so kind as let me get on my horse, I'll be on my way.
We'll talk about it inside, Billy.
I ain't got that much time, Patrick.
Now do what I told you to do. I want this town closed up. Bert, get every able-bodied man, bring him to my office right away.
You're planning this whole thing, Patrick. What do you have me figured into it?
You tell me, but I'm not letting you handle it alone.
Well, that's sure whether or not there.
They're willing to see you run, too. That doesn't make them right. How far can a man run?
Yeah, well, at least we agree on one thing, Patrick. But you're going to have a hard time keeping your eye on me, ain't you?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think you could keep me in here. So that means you lose your bet.
Drop your gun down, Billy. You're under arrest.
Oh, come on now, Patrick. Quit you fooling.
I'm not fooling. Drop it. All right, up the stairs. Charging you with disturbing the peace. You struck Bert Powell in front of the sheriff's office while carrying a gun.
Oh, come on.
Ordinance 463A1. A bylaw of Lincoln County Territory, amended April 19th, 1871. In. $36 or 36 hours in jail.
I ain't got any money with me.
And I still won the bet, didn't I, Billy?
Mr. Garrett, we're not organizing to save that kid.
How much time do you figure you're wasting?
But why should we risk our necks when he's sitting in here, safe and sound?
Barron's men will burn this town to a cinder. I know, I've seen them.
You tell us, Mr. Garrett. Just how far do you mean to carry your friendship for Billy?
Get him out of town and we won't have any problem.
He's been in trouble as long as he's been here.
You mean you'd let those men walk into town and shoot down somebody you don't like?
We don't owe nothing to Billy.
Well, maybe you don't think you owe something to yourselves, or your children. Look, it doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to you who Barron's riding into this town to kill. It's just a matter of whether law or anarchy is going to win.
Why are you forcing this on us, Mr. Garrett?
You're the one who's doing the forcing. You want Billy out of town.
He's just a troublemaker. We'd be better off without him.
For how long?
What are you talking about?
Getting too close for comfort, I bet. Let him kill somebody you don't like. It's all right for him. If you don't like him, let him die.
Now, nobody said that.
Nobody had to, but that's what you're thinking. You're using your prejudice against Billy to hide your fear of Barron. Hand Billy over to him, sure. Maybe Barron won't steal your cattle this week. But what about next week? when he might want something else, when he might come after a friend of yours, somebody you like, when he might come after your wife, or even your children? How are you going to appease him then?
Don't try rattling us, Mr. Garrett. I never saw Billy do any fighting for us.
This is not a fight over Billy. This is a fight over whether a man named Jack Barron can take over a decent, law-abiding community without somebody standing up to him and telling him that he can't do it, that he's going to go to jail. It's just as easy as that.
We came out here to build homes, not to take care of Billy Bonney.
Mrs. Murphy, that's what you're doing here today, defending your home.
And half of us laying in the street, dead. No thanks, Garrett. I say if we don't try to fight Barron, he won't hurt us. Let's get on home.
Don't be foolish, Mr. Garrett. Unless you want him to burn down the jail.
What's the matter?
I hate to say it, April. I really do. Maybe Garrett's right.
Looks like you and I have been elected, Billy.
Well, that means you guys let me in jail, huh?
Yep.
And you owe me $2.
Yeah.
And no fine.
No fine.
Well, looks to me like you lost all the way around, Patrick.
Not exactly. I'm deputizing you, Billy. Raise your right hand.
No. I want the people of this town to know I'm doing this strictly on my own. I don't want to be hiding behind any badge,
You
Patrick.
won't be hiding. Raise your right hand. In accordance with the law of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner. Say it.
In accordance with the law... What is it?
Of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner.
My duties in a lawful manner.
All right.
What difference does it make if I pull the trigger with a badge on my vest or no badge at all, Patrick?
The difference between order and disorder.
Oh, come on, now, what are you trying to tell me this little piece of tin is going to change things and make them better than they are?
If it's worn enough by people who believe in it, yes. Maybe someday it'll sink into the minds of men that it's better this way than any other.
Oh, come on, Patrick. That's just like saying people are going to stop using horses to get places.
Could be.
Even stop wearing guns, huh?
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Billy, we won't live that long.
Yeah, well, you're sure going to die trying, ain't you?
I don't know.
Well, they know I'm not coming by now.
Yeah, we'll wait outside where we can see him.
Far enough, Barron. I'm looking for the kid, Billy Bonner.
Right over here, Barron. Why don't you come in here and get me?
Don't try it.
If you think much of this town of yours, Sheriff, you'll stay out of this. This is between the kid and me.
This is between the law and you. You're under arrest, Baron.
There are only two of you. You're bucking a bad bet, Sheriff, but that's the way you want it.
Well, what do you know, Patrick? The Murphys.
This who's protecting your kid?
Murphy, get off the street. You're in a line of fire.
Take care of him.
How do you like my deputies, Baron? They're carrying shotguns they can't miss. Now, all of you, drop your guns. Shoot! Shoot them down!
You better not try anything, Baron. We got a mean bunch around here.
They're not hanging me! My thanks for whatever made you do it.
I guess it was Hortense first got us to see. But I think we'll all agree you helped. Well, let's get him to jail.
You know something, Patrick? I didn't realize you were so eloquent. Well, at least you kept me honest, Patrick.
Just so it did some good.
Did a lot of good for the town here. They got your points.
And you?
I have to answer that, Sheriff. You're out, Patrick.
Well, howdy, Sheriff. How you been?
Even every 4th of July, it's the same thing all over.
Well, I'm just celebrating the Declaration of Independence.
I know it, but this year you're starting 2 days early.
When my great-grandpappy marched with General George, he fit them redcoats right down to a... He looked like... What do you mean 2 days early? You're starting to talk like those Tories in there.
This is the 2nd of July, not the 4th.
Well, goes down it, Sheriff. I've been carving a notch in that tree outside my cabin ever since I left here New Year's Day. And by my tally, this is the 4th.
And it may be the 4th back in the hills, but it's the 2nd here in Lincoln. And either way, you settle down now. You hear me, Ethan?
Yes, I hear you, Sheriff. What a town this is. No patriotism. No one knows what day it is. Ooh, yes.
I believe it's the 4th, Ethan.
You do? Huh? Would you do me the honor, sir, of having a drink with me?
Elena?
How are you, Pat? It's been a long time. Over 3 years.
It should have been longer. Forever.
Please, Pat. I don't blame you for hating me, but
I don't hate you. As far as I'm concerned, you're dead.
well, I may be before long.
What are you doing here? Why did you come back?
Because I'm scared, Pat. I'm scared to death and I'm running and I don't know anywhere else to run except to you. Please, do we have to talk here on the street?
All right. Come on.
No rooms, mister. We're filled up.
Miss Mary Smith here, room 15. She the only woman staying alone here?
Yes, I hardly think.
What's she look like?
Oh, she's about 25. Red hair, husky voice. Pretty than a bushel of butterflies. Now, if you think you know her, I
don't know her. The one I'm looking for is older. Past 60. A widow.
Our rooms were all reserved for people coming here for the 4th of July celebration day after tomorrow.
I want a room upstairs in the front, looking down on the street.
I got just the room for you, Mr. Willis.
You'll make me start remembering old times.
Don't, I'm not. How long you been here, Lynn?
I came on the stage 2 days ago. They told me you were out of town, so I checked in at the hotel under the name of Mary Smith.
What are you scared of?
Joe.
Joe Durango? Took you a long time to get scared of him, didn't it?
I was scared of him the minute I left here. Why do you think I stayed with him?
Because you preferred him to me is the way I heard it at the time.
I knew before a week was up that I made the biggest mistake in my life leaving you, Pat. It's too late then.
Pride? Is that what you're saying?
Partly. Along with him telling me over and over again that he'd kill me if I ever left him. And he meant it, Pat. You know how he was.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how he was.
Strange, all of us together back in those days. Now you're a lawman and Joe
is wanted in a dozen different places for everything from bank robbery to murder.
Yes, I know what he is.
but you stayed with him.
I'm a coward, Pat. And it's taken me a long time to finally get my nerve back, but I finally did, so I ran.
Elena, where'd you see him last?
Laramie, or near there, about a month ago. I took some clothes and enough money to get on the stage. I've been covering my tracks ever since.
Why'd you come here, of all places?
Because it's the last place in the world he'd ever think to look for me. Because he won't believe that I have the nerve to ever face you again.
I think this would be the first place he'd think to look. Well, with the 4th of July celebration coming up, it's made to order for him. How's your kid sister?
Caroline? But let's not talk about her. Pat, if you'd rather, I'll go someplace else.
No, stay. You're safer here.
Thank you.
I'd give my left arm to bring Joe Durango to trial.
Pat, is that the only reason you want me to stay?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Hey, Patrick. Old Ethan's kicking up another ruckus.
Billy.
So what do you know?
I didn't know you were in town.
Willie's got a job on a ranch right outside of town.
I didn't notice any ill wind today, Patrick, but I guess there was one.
Billy!
Thank you.
I'd better settle old Ethan down. Billy, you look after Elena, will you? See her back to her hotel?
She's always mad. He should look after herself, Patrick.
She's left Joe. He's probably going to come looking for her.
If Joe comes to Lincoln, he's going to be looking for you. You'd like nothing better than to put a bullet in you. You finish your coffee. We'll walk back later.
Well, you a lawman, too?
You joking?
Well, I didn't think you were the kind to pin a star on. But then I didn't think Pat was either.
Why, you bothered him again. Why'd you come back here?
Did he take it that bad?
Lady, he was wild for a month. Half wild for another month. Before he pulled out of it.
I never knew he cared that much. Even could care that much.
You did him a lot of damage, lady. I'm telling you that. A lot of damage. What'd you do? Come back here to finish the job, huh?
Maybe I came back to repair it. Or try to.
You always was a good talker. You finish your coffee. Finish? Come on.
I thought if anyone could understand, it would be you, Billy. I used to think we were a lot alike, you and I.
All right?
We were always doing fool things, headstrong, spur-of-the-moment things that we'd hate ourselves for afterwards. But we were always too stiff-necked proud to put down, too.
Elena, you're trying to tell me that's the reason you left Patrick?
I knew it was a mistake the minute I did it. It's always been Pat for me and nobody else, but I was in it and I couldn't turn back. Well, there's some folks that just can't ever forgive anyone for making a mistake, Billy. I sure never figured you for one of them.
Well, if I thought it was just a mistake,
I can't make you believe me, Billy. That's up to you.
Oh, well. There you are, Miss Smith, 15. Lovely day, don't you think so?
Yes, sir.
How are you, Billy?
Thank you for escorting me back, Billy. It's very nice of you.
There wasn't any trouble. Patrick will be around, I guess, as soon as he gets a chance.
You know, Billy, I think we could learn to understand each other again if you'd just be a little kind.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes. I guess I make more than my share. I'll see you around.
Bye, Billy.
Hey, golly, I certainly got to hand it to you. The prettiest thing that's hit this town in a month of Sundays. The next thing you know, you're walking her on your arm.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, Herbert. There are just some that ain't, and some that are. I am one that is.
Get that Garrett. The kid. Him too, huh?
You dirty little...
What are you hitting me with, an anvil?
His gun.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, Billy, but everything happened so fast there was no way I could warn you. I was so sure he was going to shoot me.
Lee, I'm a little surprised at you charging in through a door the way you did.
Well, it's like she said, Patrick. Everything happened so fast. I never did like Durango much anyway. It gives me a reason to settle up with him.
Any settling that'll be done with Durango, I'll handle. What's this stuff?
My face powder. Look at this place. What a mess.
Any idea what he was looking for?
I don't know, Pat. I don't know what he was after. All I know is that when he knocked me down and pointed that gun at me, I knew it was all over right then.
You say it all happened so fast, but you are sure it was Joe.
Yes, it was Joe.
You couldn't prove it by me.
Well, let's take a look around. You stay right here in your room till we come back.
Doggone it, Patrick. I guess I was really wrong about her.
In what way?
Well, I mean, I saw her sitting in your office, and I got mad at her all over again, you know, about the way she'd done you,
Forget it. I did a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe, Patrick, but I'm telling you, she's not lying. Joe's out to kill her, and I feel sorry for her.
Yeah, so do I.
She's quite a woman, Patrick.
Yeah, I'd never known a woman like her before. I haven't met another one since. Well, he must be out there somewhere. We'd better start prowling the streets. You stay right here and watch that stairway. I'll be right back.
Well, the only one that fits your description is this Henry Willis, room 27.
When did he check in?
Just this morning. He ain't been out of his room all day, as far as I know.
27, where is it?
Upstairs, the front corner. It's the one that opens onto the balcony.
Oh, yeah. Good, thanks. All set?
Yeah, I gave you 2 minutes, and I go around the corner there and knock on the door at 27, right?
Yeah. And then stay clear. You keep out of this, Billy.
All right. But you watch yourself, Patrick. You know how Joe used to be. He's mean, boy.
I know.
Who is it?
Hold it, Joe. Don't move. Don't try it, Joe. Drop your gun. Drop it. Come on in, Billy.
You don't give a fellow much chance, do you, Pat?
What chance am I to give you, Joe?
I'm a lawman, not a gunslinger.
Took quite a while, didn't it? I mean, for the three of us to get back together.
4 of us. Elena's downstairs, but of course you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Let's go.
It's too bad you missed. The way things look now, you may not get another chance soon.
I hope you hang.
Do you?
All right, Joe, let's keep moving.
I'll never feel safe as long as he's alive.
More than likely, he won't be very long in all the places he's wanted in. Just a question, who gets him first?
Yeah, that's right. Just a question of who gets him first.
Yeah.
Ethan, I know you're a good customer, but I'm telling you for the last time, I'm a Southerner. Now stop playing that Yankee tune. Tis Yankee. Tis Yankee.
Now, just a gall darn moment. When General George fitted the redcoats, that was everybody's song. Ethan's grandpappy said so.
Ethan's grandpappy was a fool.
You watch your language, you Tory. Tory. Now, prepare to defend yourself.
Pat around?
No, ma'am. He had some business to take care of. He ought to be back before too long.
Oh, well, there's some trouble up the street. Some old man's trying to start a fight. I thought he might want to know about it.
That's old Ethan. I guess I better go settle him down.
You mind if I wait for Pat?
Oh, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
I won't be too long.
Figured you'd show up. That's why I held off telling Pat about it.
Why did you figure I would?
Because you know if I open my mouth, I can send you to jail.
And if I help you?
Then you hand it over. Because if you don't, I'll break every bone in your body. But that's better than being locked up.
Then will you go away and not bother me?
I don't want any part of you. You ought to know that by now.
Come to my room at the hotel. I'll have it there for you.
These may not work.
They worked in Taos and Laredo. This jail's built the same as the others. Wait for a half hour so they don't tie me in. I'll have it for you there then. Thanks for walking me back, Billy.
All right, I'm glad I ran into you.
I don't know why I'm still so nervous and upset. With Joe locked up and all, I just am.
Well, you've been under a strain, Elena. I mean, it takes a while to get used to being safe again.
Yeah, well, the longer I sat in that jail waiting for Pat, the scarer I got. A couple of men walked in and then went out again, and I started to think. Suppose he didn't come along. Suppose one of those men were his friends, you know, and were there to try to help him escape.
Oh, no, there ain't a chance of that, but I guess I know how you feel. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just kind of hang around here tonight and help Patrick keep an eye on things. That'll make you feel better.
Oh, thanks, Billy. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Andy, what happened?
Joe Durango. We've been ahead about 5 minutes ago, Pat.
I'll get a doctor.
He's got my gun.
Patrick! Where you been all afternoon?
The stage depot most of the time. Where's Helena?
I just left at the hotel. She's still pretty nervous, even though Joe's locked up.
He's not locked up. He got out. Come on. Don't try it, Joe. I don't want to kill you.
My old pals. I've always wondered which of us was the fastest.
He was going to kill you, Pat. I saw him start to draw. And then everything went red, and I just closed my eyes and fired.
You did pretty well to have your eyes closed.
Well, I just lost my mind. I thought he was going to kill you.
Were you afraid he'd tell me about that money?
What money?
I broke open the box. He checks at the Sage Depot. $40,000 in banknotes.
$40,000?
$40,000, and most of the serial numbers will probably check out with Joe's robberies.
Pat, do you really think I'd kill for money?
No, actually, I don't. I think you took that money because you knew he'd follow you. And you led him right here to Lincoln, hoping I'd kill him for you. But it didn't work out that way. I took him alive. You let him out of that jail cell, didn't you? To get another chance at him. Why? Elena, you wanted him dead. Nothing else would satisfy you. Why?
Because you don't know what happened. You asked me about my sister Caroline. All right, I'll tell you. I always knew he chased after other women. But not Caroline, not my own sister. She was only 16. I made up my mind when I found that out. Did I see him dead?
Yeah. Maybe that's true. I don't know. And a jury may believe it.
You mean to tell me that you're going to arrest me?
I'm going to arrest you.
You're not even human. What are you made of steel?
I wish I were.
You know, it's almost funny. The two fastest guns in the territory, and I had to kill him myself.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপচই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন। আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
đổi bài cái. Đổ buồm luôn mà, sự là khỏe đấy. Nhưng mà thầy xây bài ấy, mình chưa xây. Có Saza hả? Có Rakan. Vậy át này binh xong là át luôn mà sao có xin ra ấy nhưng mà anh đéo dùng rồi. Ui xét này xét đây là bài cảnh đệ đẹp đéo chịu được không sao thầy ơi bay cho đời quay đều quay ui con lắc rồi sao cút mày đi xong rồi có át rồi ngày đánh bài va vẫn sao ra còn bài đẹp phết định mạnh cái xét này ui bình điết xét là mình sẽ thiếu là một cái cung mà cung một con Kizana hoặc là một con Nautilus để lấy cái thú tượng để cho in nào bắn cung không bắn cung lấy đồ cho át trước đi thầy. Ui rồi xong nhặt nhầm đồ ha ha what the hell man nhặt nhầm đồ thế mà cũng đòi lái xe đùa tao à đùa tao không vậy thế mà cũng một cộng một ending trồn ngủ không trồn thầy không Cinderella này cút có một cút đâu hiểu nhặt ngu đấy ngu đấy rớt ở đây rồi xong sao có thằng này đây thì vậy có ai mà thấy có cái thằng này đây đúng không à đủ bốn mà cút nè xong chịu rồi nhặt nhầm đồ lúa tắc ngủ nó máu nhỉ rồi xem đi thầy ơi không ai nhận được cái gì cái nhận không ở đây vòng quay may mắn vòng quay vô cực anh hai vòng à quay đều ra cái pet đỏ đỏ ai đi ra cái pet đỏ đỏ đi ra qua đi quay được vào pet omega chịu rồi tí vào lừa tao đi qua mà trôn lại đi qua trôn tố bố đi trôn tao đi xin à đi xin chuẩn không vậy rồi xong bình xong thắng không thắng suýt thắng quả phe bắn được phết nhưng mà suýt thắng thôi thầy bay tốc độ cao ấy bay tốc độ cao luôn
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলো তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ রাতের এক রূপ দিনের আরেক
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে
আরে ব্রো সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয় কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে
বসুন
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত তাই না আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে
হাই ইউ লুক গুড
থ্যাংক ইউ
Video 4 ngày mùng 6 tháng đúng không? 6 tháng 7 không chưa ghét điều. Anh sẽ quay một cái quả mũ đi Từ mấy này nó chú xịn về thế kia sao không thế nào cái vòng mũi mặt đấy thì cũ à không nào lên được mua tiếp theo sẽ có căng đấy đây có một vạch quát cờ nhau báo tạm chí tức là một cái mày thông báo lại cái mà gì cứ báo quả mũi yes rồi cầm mình thế rồi qua về quân của thầy qua ai về cái đấy đập qua ai về quân đấy xong anh thầy quân mới đi tập lại ấy đây là nó tập chiêu ấy mày tập mấy một tí tao bảo là xong mày tập mấy một tí thế tao cho tao tập một bài phải máy kiểu phải một lấy set ấy 3-4 set này tao học xong nó cứ tập mỗi máy một lần trong 3 phút tao hỏi tao phải tập máy một tí thế là bảo là nó mới tập lại nghe chiêu tí nó chỉ muốn 2 tuần đấy tập mỗi máy một tí 50 set đấy bài đấy dùng cứng khi là ta là nó rồi FP chắc chắn FP Hoàng Minh Tuấn buổi tối bận bởi vì sao vì đi với cả người yêu nên là không dám bảo anh ở nhà quay với mặt chua láo thật đi chơi với đi date quốc đết người yêu mà dám bảo anh của anh ở nhà quay mặt chua đúng rồi chua không
Life changes, just open the door. One thing certain, I'll always be yours. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
anh có làm nó vô broccoli tôi chơi vậy sao bốc khói rồi mà lần này bốc lửa hay lần này tên là bốc lửa gì 700 tỷ hai 700 tỷ à mày phát một chi liền không một chi liền luôn mà vừa thằng lắp này 5 lắp cho nó không xài ngã rồi quay đều quay yes Wow,牛逼Ski toilet đấy à anh có vẻ thằng cháu của em có phải ski toilet đấy à không biết một cái gì ý nhưng mà nó không mẹ nó cứ kiểu sợ nó không biết gì ấy kiểu thế làm xa lắm người ở Bắc Từ Liêm ở đoạn mà gần cái ở ấy gần cái mà Westlake ấy nó tên Westlake ấy đi qua cả trường V của Hoàng Dũng tận đấy cơ Rồi em bảo nó là vào mấy cái group của Lotte hoặc là gì đấy ấy, mà xem bọn nó khác đăng bài tuyển mà, xong rồi xem mày ở đâu người ta khác sắp xếp cho qua vị trí chỗ làm mà cái kiểu ấy. Lotte tao không biết, Lotte Ria hình như là phải làm một lương xin luôn ở cái chỗ đấy thôi, còn đâu cái quả sập của cây là Vinmart này nó sắp xếp theo kiểu chỗ ở. Yes, tao xem vị trí ở đó. Nó ở đâu? Nhưng mà thằng cháu mày học trường nghĩ là định học công nghiệp á? Công nghiệp thì chuồn tàu à, năm 2 rồi chuồn tàu sao đéo đâu. Mày có cái gì? 14,2 tuổi, kinh vậy ghê vậy chồng. Ghê vậy. Tao hiểu coi như skeleton dẻo tập đó tao chỉ đó tập với cái mà tay nó như skeleton luôn, tại tay nó dài xong rồi lại còn gầy ấy. Nó 58 cân, vừa bọn tao về bọn tao cân 58 cân em. Em quay ở trong cái quả sự kiện đúng không? Con này em quay trong sự kiện đúng không? Sự kiện mũ em, quả trứng mũ này. Yes, hình như mà. Ý nhá. Chúng ta. Nga. Sao tưởng vừa là chị? Chùa có cho có cho Tết cái thằng hiếu khôi, cái thằng hiếu khôi lấy thằng năm bé để độ cao gì em quay là con mi thích trong này chưa vào sự ảo ấy của em ơi. Sự kinh khủng ấy, còn đấy thằng nó vui, tao bảo làm nó mới đi tập lâu rồi, nó không tập đây, tập lại nó tập chiêu có máy tập một tí mà đâu chôn ngủ à. Tao đang tập máy này xong nó cứ bảo ê ra kia đi, what the hell, chôn tao. Đang đợi ra để đi check xem nó ra giảm giá hè chứ. Tháng này hè mình thấy nhau 6 thông báo mới ta đăng bài đâu. Admin có lên lập, nó đăng bài là admin có lên lập quản lý một group các member tập tại ở Nguyễn Lương Bằng để anh chị em giao lưu học hỏi xe duyên với nhau không nhỉ? Kinh ấy gì vậy? Gì ấy nhỉ? Nó đăng rồi này, từ từ ta xem. Học ngồi Bún ơi. Nó đang đăng bài sale gì đây? Đăng từ ngày bao nhiêu đây? Đăng từ 3 ngày trước. Nó đang sale hè. Thằng nào nhưng mà mày cũng có kích hoạt tháng sau. Nếu mày có đi tập, mày có đi tập luôn không? Nếu mày ăn nghèo à? Đâu thế? Gì đấy, cứ đã chết nhỉ, đấm cho mày là. Kiếp thằng này xịn đấy. Xịn này ngủ ở đấy, ngoan. Chia. Hai con bạch tuộc ở đâu ấy? Không nào. Bọn thấy trong này tiền. Đấy quỷ tiền. Bọn đấy lúc mà trả tiền, nhưng mà đấy lúc mà trả tiền ngay em không mà thiếu đâu. Lại nó đuổi nhân viên liên tục. Đứa cơm biết đâu ăn nên là sẽ là lâu dài đấy. Đứa cơm biết đâu ăn mà nên họ không nghe chết. Quá tời nó, nhưng mà sao nó không nói lại anh bảo sao thằng này nó không tự đi năm 2 mà anh tưởng là cái thằng mới đi xong cơ, anh tưởng thế, anh tưởng là cái thằng mới đi xong luôn này. Thằng ấy chắc là đang chơi rồi, đang chơi foil rồi, đang chơi falling rồi. Còn đang chơi mày ngoại nó quá, đùa tao à, tao phiền không? Mày làm phiền thằng Dương, đùa tao à? Không biết mấy giờ không tuổi, ca tối mà 10:30 tầm đấy. Đều đi quá trời đấy, em lên cô mới rồi đúng không? Đúng rồi, mất 3 lần reward mà, lần thứ nhất 2,5 tỷ. Là lạ nhỉ? Thấy thằng cháu cũng là lạ nhỉ? Không phải.